item is so old that the country changed around us. The treads started getting wider and not as high, so we came up with plastic. And this thing will take longer steps. You've got an article in front of you, interviewed by Dad, and he says, I was playing on the stairs and I discovered that it went downstairs. So that's my infinitesimal claim to fame. He called and said, did I want to see him? And I was older then, and I said, yeah, I sure do. And we went down and I visited with him. The first time I ever hugged my dad was when he left. And I'll never forget that I did it. And so my kids get hugs every day. So, silly thing.
He died in 1974 in Bolivia. One day, I was in the office, and a telephone call. This person said, this is Walt Disney Studios. And I thought, oh yeah, well, I'm Minnie Mouse. They said, we're calling to see if John Lasseter could come in and visit you. So he came in, and he had seen our old dog, and he liked it, and he asked if he could use it in the film Toy Story. I took my grandchildren, and they were so excited, and so was I. It just seemed almost like a dream.
We didn't know what was going to happen. This was the first Toy Story, so we didn't know anything about what was going to happen. People started ordering. By the end of the toy show, and I have the book, and it went from 12,000 a week to 24 to 36 to 64 to 100,000 pieces a week we were making. That book just reminds me of how crazy the toy industry is, because it's crazy.
After Toy Story became a huge hit, James Industries saw a huge spike in sales and media coverage. Toy Story's release also coincided with Slinky's 50th anniversary, which was celebrated all year long in Hollidaysburg, and with the release of a limited edition gold-plated Slinky. All that buzz meant that the courtiers came calling for Slinky.
Barbaric problems call for barbaric solutions. Phone, please. Carl, it's me. Take your permission? Me neither. It turns out, parents don't understand psychology. Tell Sheen to meet us at Retroland in 1 hour. We're sneaking out. Jimmy's off.
Oh yes, I was courted very much by companies much larger than I. And they were good companies.
We had huge players, Mattel, and people like that, CBS television at one time.
But I thought, no, I'm not ready to sell. And after all, I was too young. I was only 79, and I wouldn't want to do that.
Finally, Ray Delavecchia and Doug Ferner from Poof Products had what it took.
That was the selling point as far as I was concerned. I could have gotten more for the company had I sold to a larger firm, but they would have taken it away. I hope they never do it overseas. Hollidaysburg's good enough.
Poof Slinky was sold to Alex Global Products in 2013, and then to Just Play in 2020, the year of Slinky's 75th anniversary. Today, Slinky is still made in Hollidaysburg, Pennsylvania, on the same machines Richard James built in 1945. She lived to see her toy go to space in 1985 and adorn a postage stamp in 1999. But I think Betty James would be most tickled by this. A Slinky treadmill. Yes, just like in 1945, some crazy engineer built a machine. The NESM, or Never Ending Slinky Machine, was successfully funded on Kickstarter in the UK in 2014. At the end of our time with Betty, we kept thinking of more questions, and she kept thinking of more stories.
Well, see, we go to sleep by and then we think of something.
After we wrapped, Betty surprised us with a 1988 bottle of Dom Perignon champagne. We agreed to open it together at the film's premiere. It wasn't meant to be. We dedicated the film to her, and after the showings of Toyland at the Sarasota Film Festival, we went on the roof of the parking garage overlooking the theater and raised our glasses to Betty James. Thanks for watching. Special thanks to Ken Sons, and a heartfelt thank you to Tom James and Betty James.
It's better than a post.
No, it's been a great life. It's been fun.
I don't know what shan't means. Well, let's go!